All right, Math 2160 Exam 3. So for question number 1, it's a distance formula question to find the coordinates of the ice cream shop. So we know that Main Street is 4 blocks over, and the distance is 4 blocks away, giving us our D is 4. Then we solve for y squared. So you see we plugged in 1 minus 4 squared plus 3 minus y2 squared, and then we just solved all the way down, giving us y2 minus 6y plus 2 equals 0. And then we'll use the quadratic formula to find the coordinates of y. And you'll see here we did plus and minus, 36 minus 8 over 2. So our coordinates came out to be 5.65 and 4.35. For question number 2, no, we cannot have a platonic solid out of regular hexagons. We know this because a regular hexagon has interior angles of 120 degrees. You need, for a platonic solid, at a single vertex, you need more than 2 shapes, but less than 360 degrees. So a hexagon will only tessellate the plane with 2 shapes at one point, and you need more than 2. Oh, go back for a minute. For number 3, we have a pyramid. We're going to ignore this part right here, with 14 sides on the face. For number 4, we're going to make this a little bit smaller. We're going to go right here. So for number 4, we have a shape with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, 2 up at this point. At this point, we have 1 here, 1 and 3 up this way. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Okay. At this point, we have, if it wants to cooperate, we have 1 and 3 up this way. And at this point, we have 1 and 4 up this way. And that is our isometric drawing for that. All right, if we go back to our exam, we have question number 5. So the side length comes out to be 5.15 centimeters. That's rounded. So we know that when we drop in the cube, the volume of the cube is 4.096 centimeters cubed. The displacement is x cubed because it's a regular triangle. So each side is the same length times the height, which is 0.03. That's going to equal the volume of the cube because it's the volume here of the drink displacement. So then we solve for that and we get 136.53 repeating, and take the cubed root, which gives us the 5.15 as the side length. For the surface area, we know that this height here is 12 centimeters because we were given that in the question, in the email sent out. So we know that the height is 12, meaning that this is 12. And so we already have the area of the triangle from the previous question. So then we just needed to find the area of each rectangle, which was 185.4 centimeters squared. So that gives us a total surface area of 321.93 centimeters squared. The volume of the triangular prism, we have the area of the base times the height, which gives us 1,638.36 centimeters cubed. Here I'm pretty sure there was a typo. I think it's supposed to be a sphere, but it tells us that we know the relationship between the volume and surface area of a sphere and a cylinder. So we know that 2/3 a cylinder equals a sphere for both the surface area and the volume. So here we know that the area of the cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And we know from our question, the given that the height, which is h, equals 2r. So then we're just going to do 2/3 of the surface area of the cylinder. So this is going to be the surface area of the sphere. We're going to sub in 2r for h because we know that the height is 2r. And then solve and we get 4 pi r squared for the surface area. We do the same thing for the volume. We know that h is 2r because it's given. The height is 2r. So we do 2/3 pi r squared 2r because the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. So then we have 2/3 2 pi r cubed multiplied by 2 divided